So I got some audio and video, family, of a despicable, senseless event that it's really sickening, if you ask me, that took place out there in California, where a mother, she was a nurse by profession, she left her young child with someone that they're saying was the babysitter, but I think it might have been more like her boyfriend or something like that, or they was dating, getting to know one another. So she left him in the custody of this boyfriend, or they're calling it babysitter, and he killed our young brother, 6-year-old Chance Crawford. And this no good individual that done this name was Ernest Lamar Love out there in California. This happened. She left him at a barbershop, and he unalived our young brother in that barbershop. So I got the audio and the video of it. We're gonna walk through and talk about this thing how we normally do. But sometimes it bring about uh, empowerment and upliftment to the black community. We gotta expose these no good devils that hide and pose to be good, but in all actuality they demons. The wolf in sheep's clothing, because we all know about the pale faced devil, but we got many devils running around here with black skin, and they're the devils in all actuality as well. Because as we all know, the devil comes in many shapes and forms and fashions. So I got the audio and the video of this, and we're gonna walk through and talk about it and break this thing down. Just a second. And by the way, fair use. Fair use.
The grieving mother of the
Fair
6-year-old
use.
boy beaten to death with a piece of lumber is speaking
Insane.
exclusively to ABC7. Her son's babysitter, Ernest Love, is charged with murder and torture. Orange County reporter David Gonzalez has the heartbreaking story.
Really gets me angry.
I was genuinely blindsided. I trusted him with my son.
Charlene Seforth.
If you got young kids or something like that, you might want to take them in the other room, family, because he did a lot of sickening things to this young brother. But let's continue on.
Heart is crushed knowing the person she believed would take care of her son, Chance Crawford, instead caused him unimaginable pain.
He died a brutal death. It's brutal. He did not deserve to go out that way.
I did that, man. See that? There's going to be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You got to push through it.
There you go with the little boy.
This is one of the many videos Ernest Lamar Love sent to Chance's mom anytime he babysat.
He came in my son's life.
See, he had the little boy right there talking about, there you go, buddy. That's the wolf in sheep's clothing type, family. We got to be real careful of these people that come and pose to be good people, put on a front to be good people. In all actuality, undercover, they demonic demons. But let's continue.
Just as a male figure, he taught him things. He helped him overcome certain fears that my son had.
But on August 30th, Sephora's life began to crumble after she dropped Chance off at Love's barbershop in Placentia before heading off to work at St. Joseph's Hospital. Later that night, Love called to tell her he was rushing Chance to the hospital.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head. And that's what's hard for me because I believed him when he told me.
See, he tried to lie. He tried to lie from the gun bust. In all actuality, he done it and tried to say the little boy collapsed and passed out due to him working out doing jumping jacks. Insane. Let's continue.
Prosecutors say Love had beat the 6-year-old with a piece of lumber for wetting his pants at a park.
Insane.
Then poured hydrogen peroxide on the open wounds and forced him to exercise until he collapsed. How could you do this to him?
So let me get this correct. You beat this young brother with a piece of lumber that was in your barbershop for wetting his pants at a park, then poured hydrogen peroxide on the wounds and made him work out till he passed out. This is damn insanity. Truth be told, we should do the same thing to your nut ass for doing this to a child. You got to be about the lowest piece of scum on earth to do this to a young, innocent child. You should be held accountable for this. And, we should do the same thing to you as you've done to this young child. I know for sure as hell if this was my child and this was done to him, wouldn't have been my child, because you wouldn't even have been in police custody awaiting no justice from the court system. I'd have took justice into my own hands, and I would have, whatever that looked like, you know what I mean? You would have got what you rightfully deserved doing this to my child. I would have dealt with you in the street form. I would have dealt with you by, doing whatever I felt that was needed at the time, if you get my drift. But let's continue on.
And forced him to exercise until he collapsed. How could you do this to a child? It doesn't warrant what happened. Love, who went by Azariah, was part of Amazing Church in Lake Elsinore as a minister and prophet. He did the right things. He helped people move. He helped give advice, like he's, help people, start business.
See, these church folks that knew him and accepted him into their congregation, they're all like, "Oh, well, we couldn't believe it, man. This guy was such a upstanding citizen. He volunteered time at the church, helped people with businesses." That's because a lot of these damn people that go to church, not all of them, but a lot of these damn people that go to church is the wolf in sheep's clothing type, and they the biggest hypocrites of them all. Tell you everything you should do right, pointing and wagging their finger at you, when all actuality they doing drugs, running women, and doing all despicable and evil things under the sun. Yet they got the right to frown and turn their face up at you without cleaning their house. They the type of people that tell you how to clean up your house, and their house is in disarray. Damn shame. Let's continue.
He helped give advice, like he's, help people, start businesses. But he had been suspended from his roles due to inappropriate behavior with women. They never suspected.
See, he was even running women and got suspended of his post. No good, dirty bastard. Let's continue.
He would be capable of doing what he's accused of. We poured so much into him, and he failed us. He failed us. He failed our faith. He failed us. He failed Charlotte. Most importantly, they say he failed Chance. Chance died on Tuesday after being declared brain dead and taken off life support.
Sad.
I want justice for my son because he did not deserve that.
This is just an absolutely heartbreaking story. Now Chance's mother is urging other single mothers out there to be extra vigilant as to who watches their children so something like this never ever happens to them. Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC.
Yeah, that's just a sad situation. And I want to say RIP to our young brother Chance Crawford. He didn't deserve to go out like that. No child deserved, nobody deserved to go out like this, especially not no child. And this is why I want to tell parents and guardians out there, but especially black women in general, be careful of who you letting around your child, because a lot of these people are not as they seem. They pose to be, the good upstanding person, that cares about people and they under disguise, because secretly they demonic individuals that plan to do you no harm, no good. They pose to be one way when all actuality they're another way. We got to be careful of these type of people, because they certainly exist, that prey upon people, their weaknesses, prey upon people's kids. And this was a case of. This man was a no good, rotten demon to do this to a child, and he deserves everything he get, because truth be told, if it was my kid, he wouldn't even have made it to be tried in no court system. I would have took the law into my own hands, and I'm sorry. And whatever would have happened with that, I would have, took it, whatever punishment would have came, I would have handled it like a man, because this is some damn insanity. You beat a kid with lumber for pissing their pants and pour hydrogen peroxide on their wounds and force them to work out till they pass out. We need to do the same thing to your nut ass. You don't deserve to even, be held. You don't even deserve to go to court for this. We should handle you and do the same thing you did to our young brother Chance, because this is just despicable. It's really sickening and disgusting if you ask me. But I want to say to the parents out there, single parents, beware of who you bring around your kids and let into your circle, your inner circle, because everyone that's posing to be somebody that's with you might all actuality not be with you. They might be against you, the wolf in sheep's clothing type, because a lot of these people lurk out here nowadays looking to do people no good. Just my thoughts on the matter. And this guy's being held now, awaiting trial and things of that nature. But may he get everything he deserves, plus more. He don't really deserve no trial, if you ask me. He don't even deserve to be breathing. Just my thoughts on the matter. But RIP to Chance Crawford. Peace.